Storybook start! So, these are the different kinds of fairy tales. There's 8. And these are like some discs. They're also 8. And so, all you have to do is take one, put it inside here, and then put the light on, and there's something or there will be a picture there.
And this is my cards.
Yes. Okay.
Yay.
So now let's go with the first fairy tale. Okay. Now let's close the lights and open this one. Close that lights.
Cannonball!
First fairy tale, Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Cinderella who lived with her stepmother and 2 wicked sisters who always forcing her to do all dirty work. One day, the prince of the country was planning to have a dancing party and invited all young girls in the city to attend. The stepmother didn't want Cinderella to go out to join the party but to work at home. With the help of the fairy, Cinderella got the dress and crystal shoes she need, but she must return home before 12 o'clock at night, as the fairy asked. At the party, Cinderella had a dance with the prince, and they fell in love with each other immediately. When the clock was about to strike 12 o'clock midnight, Cinderella dropped one crystal shoe in the royal palace. The prince tried to find the owner of the crystal shoe, saying whoever could put the shoe on would be his bride. Finally, Cinderella put on the shoes and became the bride of the prince. They had a beautiful life together. Now, let's put this in. Okay, so this is purple.
It means blue.
So now let's turn this off. Turn the light on. Whoa! So this is like what happened. So Cinderella and those are
Wait. And downing. I will show face for you.
Baka baliktad.
Shadow.
There's also this.
Baka baliktad, Shinji, kasi not so clear.
Wait, this one is
Which
called.
is that?
Wait. Wow. Shadow. Whoa. I'm a crocodile.
Okay, so now let's go to the second story. Okay, now let's turn on the lights again. Okay. Fairy tale number 2, Thumbelina.
Cinderella.
Once upon a time, there was an old woman who wanted a daughter so much, and she asked the wizard for help. The wizard gave her a seed and asked her to plant it in a pot. The flower bloomed, and then the Thumbelina was born. She had a very happy life there, but one day an ugly toad stole her away and wanted her to be his wife. The toad, in order not to let Thumbelina escape, put her on the lotus leaf. Thumbelina woke up and found herself sleeping on the lotus leaf, surrounded by water. She began to cry for being in this situation. The fish in the water felt sympathy to poor little Thumbelina, and they got together to break the stem of the lotus leaf. Thumbelina rode on the lotus leaf, regained her freedom finally, and began her wonderful journey. So this is color green.
There you go. And the vanilla.
Thumbelina. Okay, turn off the lights. Wait, that's not Thumbelina. Wait, let me check. So, Thumbelina. is, I think... Wait. So the characters are the ugly toad, Thumbelina, the fishies, and the woman. Okay.
Nico,
Yes. Okay, number 3, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Once upon a time, there was an old man who had no children. He was very lonely, so he made a wooden doll and named it Pinocchio. To thank the old grandpa for making the puppet who offered joy to the children, the fairy used magic making Pinocchio alive. One day, Pinocchio skipped his class and went to the theater. On the road, he met 2 cheaters, Fox and the cat. They forced Pinocchio to hand over the gold, but Pinocchio didn't want to, so they tied him up on the tree and threatened him. Just as Pinocchio was dying, the fairy showed up and saved him. Fairy asked him what happened. Pinocchio felt ashamed to tell the truth and lied to the fairy. The fairy knew that Pinocchio lied to her, and she used magic to make Pinocchio's nose longer and longer for the punishment. Pinocchio was so frightened to realize his mistake and made promise to the fairy that he would not lie again. The fairy finally forgave Pinocchio and turned his nose back to normal. And
Wait. This is the
okay, let's
try
turn off the lights.
in this one.
So that is like the story of Pinocchio. There's the fairy!
Yes, it's so my girls. What is that? Ooh.
And then the fairy made
Wait,
Pinocchio's nose long.
They go like this now and the down. My surprise of you.
Whoa!
Okay, I
There's
shadow.
stars and moons. There's big stars, small stars. There's like small circles also.
I'm a shadow.
Okay, so now we're not gonna read all of them. We're just gonna read until number 4. Okay, so now this is number 4.
There. It's not us.
Okay, number 4. The Happy Prince.
The happy prince.
I'm happy.
And happy.
Once upon a time, there was a prince who lived happily with nothing to worry about. So, people gave him a name, Happy Prince. After he died, people made a statue for him, hoping to bring people happiness. One night, a swallow who left behind came to him. The Happy Prince told the swallow how much pain he saw of people was suffering. They gradually established a deep friendship, and the swallow decided to become his messenger to help others. He gave his jewels to the poor writer and sent the golden leaf to the poor man. At last, the kind swallow fell beside him and died. The prince was not as glorious as once, and his statue was pushed over. Finally, God led the angel to take the prince and the swallow back to the heaven as the most precious thing in the world.
Let's see over here.
Okay, so I think it's this one.
Of the light.
Okay, turn off the lights.
Look.
Put it there.
Wow. It is.
The Happy Prince was he was happy, but he died, and it was they made a statue, and there was a swallow, and the swallow also died, and they went to heaven.
And this one, and the baba. I make your shadow. Shadow. Shadow.
I'm a butterfly.
I make two like that. Me. I'm a butterfly.
Butterfly in the stars, and
I'm a butterfly. Oh, I'm a
Hey, it's like a face. It's like a happy face.
Oh. Let's make a zombie like that. Zombie. Shiva only arms.
Wait, can you make other shadows?
Okay. Bo. Chick. Oh, let's make another shadow. Okay. Let's shadowy. I'm about to try and scared. Baliktad. Ding. I'm scared. I don't. To the more smile.
I'm Mr. Skinny Legs. I'm a spider.
I'm spider. Tick. Puss. And puss.
Now we're done. Thank you for watching.
Share and subscribe.
Yashika.